What if today was the day that you start to raise your standards? That you know exactly for yourself what you're going to tolerate and what you no longer tolerate. These three steps are essential if you want to grow your mindset and if you want to turn your life around. And not only your life, but with these three principles, you can turn a business totally around. And if you haven't started a business right now, then stick with me because I am going to show you how you, with these three principles, how you can start an online business that is working for you 24/7. Hi, I'm Ranjana and I am helping freedom seekers earn $900 per customer. That is my cat. In just working 2 hours a day. So, why not start today to turn your life around? I always say the best day to start something new was yesterday. So a good moment to start something new is today. As you know, times go by, days go by, weeks go by, and months go by. And if you are still struggling and you are still feeling stuck, well, it is a kind of blunt to say, but actually you are choosing for that. Because if you really want to change something, you have no excuse. And I can say that from my own experience that if you really want to do, be, or have something, you will find a way. And if you don't find a way, you will find excuses. I know it sounds raw, but it is the truth. So, why are you struggling? Why are you still struggling? Well, most freedom seekers, like I was before, they have done anything and everything to create freedom for themselves. And I don't know about you, but maybe you also did traditional jobs. Maybe you are still in a traditional job. Maybe you had some side hustles. Maybe you were doing network marketing or affiliate marketing, and you're doing all these different things together just to get a passive income stream. And still, it is not working because the system is not working for you, or you are not doing and putting the work in. That is one of those things, right? And I have come to realize for myself it is actually the systems that were not working for me. And of course, that had a big thing on my mindset. I was a long time, actually, for 22 years, I was in network marketing. And of course, I had some success, but unfortunately, I also had no success because I experienced three times that as the company I was working with suddenly, out of the blue, stopped the company. Just out of the blue. I got a phone call and they said, "Sorry, Ranjana, we are closing the company." So it is totally done at this moment. And back in 2023, I had actually a major breakdown because the company I was working with for 2.5 years suddenly closed the doors. And they were really, it was just one email. And it said, at the moment I could withdraw 10K per month, suddenly we got an email and it said, "We stopped the payout because of some technical issues inside." I never got the 10K. And actually, I lost a lot more than just the virtual 10K. I also lost myself. I lost my trust. I lost my intuition. I lost also my other business I had. I was working as a freelancer, we're working for other entrepreneurs. I lost that income too. So it was really a breakdown. And now I know I needed that breakdown. And you know why? Because the systems I was in were not working for me. So it had to happen this way. Because then I had to recover months from all these disappointments of all these systems that were just closing the doors suddenly. It took me really months. But I also I also knew I not only I didn't feel any ambition anymore. I had no dream anymore. It was just gone because I was only thinking what to do next. What to do next? Because I am actually not a person that loves to work for a boss because it just doesn't feel good for me working for a boss and putting money in their pockets so they can have huge holidays with the whole family and doing cruises, etc. And and we as employees, we always have I don't know how you call it in English, but it is a ceiling. You will never make enough money as your boss, right? Because that is because you are an employee. Okay, so when that happened to me, I fortunately I could borrow money from a family member. I was really, and I still am really grateful for that. So I could for a while I could just live from that. But what happened that at first I was totally blanco. It was a blanco canvas, and there was just nothing. Just nothing. I had no thoughts in my mind. That was a good thing, actually. No thoughts, and also no emotions. I was okay. I was okay. I was not depressed or something. I was not burned out. I was okay, but there were no thoughts. There were no emotions, and I was totally in the present. It felt like I made a spiritual shift or something. Okay, so that was that. It took about 6, 7 months, and after 7 months, the mind started working. Okay, what to do next? Do I have to start? Shall I start a new business? Oh my goodness, I don't want to make my own products or services. I did that before. I had my own business for 8 years, and I didn't want to create all of that again. And then building something from scratch and trying to figure out all alone what to offer, and is it good? Do I need again a business coach? I did that. I did it all at about 10K a month, 10K a year. I paid it all, right, and I really thought, okay, what now? So what happened then? Because there was a lot of turmoil inside, and that's what I want to share with you. If you have a turmoil right now inside of you, you know what is really the first step to come out of this? The first step is accept the current situation. I know it sounds stupid, but it is the truth. Accept the current situation because this is just how it is right now, right? And actually, more important is acknowledge the current situation. Acknowledge, and just say to yourself, I acknowledge the current situation where I'm in. That takes a lot of pressure off because I know from my own experience, if the mind goes like crazy, it goes in all different directions and it makes you really exhausted, right? Maybe you relate to that. It makes you very tired and exhausted when the mind and all these thoughts are going everywhere. Then they're not focused at all, right? So just accept the current situation and acknowledge, okay, this is where I'm in right now. This is going on. I acknowledge. And actually, that is taking responsibility for the current situation. So that's one. The second step is just be patient with yourself. Just be patient. Because really the first step is to accept and acknowledge the current situation, because you only can go somewhere else to the destination you want to go if you start to accept the current situation. Because if you are avoiding the current situation, it becomes what is the word, a flight, right? It's you flee. Is that, I don't know, you want to avoid the current situation and you try to replace it. But that is not acknowledging, and that is not taking responsibility for the current situation. Do you understand? So the first thing really is accept and acknowledge. Don't avoid, take responsibility. This is where I am. And then be patient. And while you are being patient, just write down for yourself, what is it what I truly want? What is it what you truly want? And that can be very small, it can be big, and it can be a huge dream, right? And everything is totally okay. It is just you and your pen and paper, and that's it. Nobody will look at you and say, well, what is that kind of dream, right? It's just you and the pen and paper. So don't be shy and just write it down. Everything. Write it down. What is it what you truly want? Most people want at first peace of mind. Most people want more time. Most people want more freedom. And freedom actually means to have more choices to do or not to do what you really want. To do that you have choice, that you can go wherever you want to go, or you want to stay at home, whatever it is. Maybe you want to go for lunch or just make yourself a lunch at home. Doesn't matter, but most people want to have more time, more freedom, more choice, more money. That is actually what most people want. And then, of course, is it what are you going to do with more time? Are you want to spend more time with your children, or with your spouse, or with your parents while they're still alive? Or do you want to have more money because you want to get rid of debt once and for all? Or you want to travel the world alone, or with your loved ones, or with your family, or with your children, or what and whoever? Maybe you want to send your children to a specific education they really want to go to, but if you look at your bank account right now, it's just not there, right? So, what is for you what you really want? And then be patient. Be patient. But if you take responsibility and then write down exactly what you want, and it's also good to write down before what date and what year you want to have what you want. I mean, are we talking about 2030 or something, or is it really like within a year? And also be a little bit realistic, because if you're saying right now, I want to have, I don't know, 1 million in 3 months. Well, it sounds great, but it's just not realistic, right? Uh, I think it's not realistic. That is better said, okay? So be a little bit realistic about it. And maybe you also can set goals like within a year, I want to have at least 3,000 per month or 5,000 a month. And then next year, maybe 10K a month. And maybe in the third year, I don't know, 50,000 per month, whatever, right? So you can split it up in different years. And while you are doing that, if you have written that down, what you really want, every sentence you read it out loud, and you say, I take fully responsibility for that. That will happen. That is going to happen. I take full responsibility for that. Next sentence, I take full responsibility for that is going to happen. So you're priming your mind to the goals you want to achieve in your lifetime. And when you take responsibility for that and you say it out loud to yourself, the third thing is, what is really helpful, is that you look yourself in the mirror in your eyes and see your beautiful, beautiful eyes. And just say to yourself, I am worth it. Everything what I have written down. I am worth it. And it's really special. It also feels a little bit reluctant at first, but if you start doing it and you look yourself constantly in the eyes, don't look away, just look in your eyes, you come so close to your heart and to your true being. It is actually, I think, the biggest gift you can give yourself, to be really true and really faithful and really true to yourself. It's actually amazing. So that is, okay, let me summarize. First, accept, acknowledge, and take full responsibility. Then the step is be patient and write down exactly what it is that you want to have, achieve in this lifetime with the date and the year. Yes. And then write, say it out loud, every sentence, what you have written down. And then you say, and I take full responsibility for that because this will happen in my lifetime before this date and year, right? And then go to the mirror, look yourself in the eyes, and say, I am worth it, everything what I have written down. It is a very, very profound and very powerful exercise, meditation, well, however you call it, whatever all these steps. It is a really powerful framework. And if you start doing that every day, just take a moment out of your day and you just do it. Just do it. I know it's the slogan of Nike, but it's working. Just do it and take full responsibility for that you are going to do this daily, right? Because what is happening then? You are training your mindset. And if you do that, you start to see opportunities. You start to attract other experiences than you have before because your experience, if you are struggling right now, or financially stuck, or emotionally or mentally struggling, whatever, you have put your focus on that, right? But if you put your focus just on the things that I just shared with you, you can imagine you are going to attract new possibilities, opportunities, new experiences, other people in your life that are aligning with you taking responsibility for your life, for your thinking, for your heart, for your emotions. And it will change everything. So that is what I liked to shared with you today. And if you are also looking, and that is the second part of this video, if you also are looking to start something online, because maybe you have written that down that you want to start something online, but you have no clue where to start, what to do, etc., because you did it all, then just imagine this. Imagine you can follow a proven blueprint, a step-by-step roadmap that learns you how to do your income earning activities in just 2 hours a day and learn how to make a $900 per customer. Maybe in a week or maybe in a day. Well, imagine it is at first per week. $900 customer per week is in 1 year more than $46,000. And imagine that these weekly $900 customers become a $900 customer per day. That is $328,000 per year. Would that change your life? Would that ease your life? Would that give you peace of mind? Would that make you joyful? And imagine that you never have to do this whole business thing ever alone. Imagine that you are surrounded by more than 51,000 people from all over the whole world who are supporting you with everything what you need, mentally, emotionally, and business-wise. And imagine that while you are growing your business, you are also growing your mindset. together with this more than 51,000 other people. And imagine that you can learn attraction marketing, and the only thing you need to learn is how to invite people to your fully automated online business. Because that is what I'm talking about here. And that you learn simple skills and simple strategies how to communicate from the heart, from your authentic being, to invite people to your online system, and the system is working for you 24/7. So you have more time, more money in your bank account, and finally have the freedom that you have been looking for maybe all your life. And that solution is there. This business is there since 2022. This business exists since 2022. And I am in there. And after years of all those struggles, I finally found this system. Well, actually, the system came to me. I was not looking for it because I was, maybe like you, in a struggling situation and I had no clue what to do anymore. And I just did all these steps I just shared with you, the daily exercise. And out of the blue, in July 2024, this system came my way. It was really like it was given to me. It was really given to me. Like maybe, just maybe, this system is now given to you, and now I am that person, right? I got the system from someone else, and maybe, just maybe, I invite you now to have a look at this system. Because freedom is for me not, and also maybe for you, freedom is not only about money and time. It is also the freedom to be surrounded with like-minded people who only are building their business because they're also looking for freedom. And everybody's on the same path and everybody is helping each other for free. That is also freedom. That you are surrounded whenever you need it with like-minded people, with positive people, with supportive people that really see you and hear you and are there for you any moment of the day. When you need someone to help you, just put it in our community and within seconds, minutes, you have about 10-20 reactions. How would it be for you that you never ever have to figure out things all by yourself because all the help is already there? Would that give you peace of mind? Would that lessen your stress? Well, if you feel like now, well, okay, maybe that is something for me, then just go to the link in the video description and just see the proven blueprints. You go there, you fill in your email address, and you see 2 5-minute videos of the founder of this system, Michelle O'Neill, and she is telling you about what it is really all about. And you see real testimonials from real people, and that's it. And if you like what you see, you'll join. And if you don't like what you see, you don't join, right? And that is really the power and also I think the love of this system, because I am not here to convince you. I just want to help people get out of the struggle and get out of the financial stuckness, because I know exactly how that feels. I was there before. I know exactly how it feels. So I am just here to tell you about this system and that it is working. It's a proven blueprint. It's tested over and over and over and over before it came to the marketplace. And I see it in the community, what people are earning and having success, great success, and huge success, okay? And getting all the help. Not only helping each other, because it also gives such a fulfillment. Can you imagine that you are in this system and you are learning and growing, and every day new people coming in, constantly new people coming in, and they are asking questions and you know the answer. So you now can answer and you can help these people who are totally new in our community, because you are already a few steps ahead if, in comparison with totally new people, and now you can help these people too. It gives such a meaning to your life and fulfillment. So everything is already in here: the support, the coaching, the mentoring, helping each other out, growing your mindset, learning how to communicate from the authentic self, and actually a lot of copy paste things to do, so you are really guided by the hand to do daily steps. To do the daily steps in just 2 hours a day, and just about inviting people to your fully automated system, and that's it. It's very simple, but not easy. And you know what is not the easy part? That is our mindset. So that's why I shared with you this exercise before. That is so very helpful, because then you stay focused on what you want to have to be in your life in this lifetime. And that becomes your why. Because it always starts, whenever you start something new, it starts with why. Why do you want this? What do you really want? And why do you really want it, right? And then you have already written it down, with in the patience, in being the patient, um, patience, patience phase, you have written it down. So let me help you, and just click in the link in the video description. Check this out for yourself if you want to take the exercise I shared with you a little bit further and make it more practically, to really reach your goals, achieve those goals. So you never have to worry any longer about time, money, freedom, and making an impact in the world, and creating a life full of meaning and full of fulfillment. This is your sign. This truly is your sign. And I just would love to work with you. Let's do this together. Let's do this together. So if you're ready, if you are curious, just check it out. Just check it out. And if you like what you see and you have questions, just reply to the first email that you get from me. And if you don't like it at all and you think, oh my goodness, this is one big allergy for me, that is totally fine. Just unsubscribe to the first email and you will never see, hear anything from me anymore. Deal? Okay. So I love to see you in the next video, and I hope this was really helpful for you. Don't forget to like this video and give it a thumbs up so I can help more people with my message. Okay, see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.